Hey all, welcome back to the channel. So this is day 2 of the counter protest to the mass blackout protest. The lights are still on. And so I just want to take a moment to talk about a little bit more about capitalism. Like I said before, capitalism is actually a thing that should be celebrated, not condemned. It's the number one thing that helps lift people out of poverty and helps them create a name for themselves and better their lives and, make them more financially stable. One thing I'm very grateful for because I'm definitely trying to get out of debt right now, and so I definitely, gives you hope for a better future. Um, and one of the best, I think, examples of this is Aunt Jemima. I know she's a little controversial, but in all honesty, Pro Mailing Company is more racist than Aunt Jemima, and here's why. Aunt Jemima was an actual real person. She was a slave, but she was very famous for her pancakes. And so that's how they started the pancake line, Aunt Jemima. Um, so Quaker had, the rights to it, so they make the stuff for it and everything, and yes, in the commercials there were other people that played her. But anyway, but one of the issues was is that Quaker didn't want to keep paying the royalties out to her ancestors, so that's why they caused this whole commotion that it's all racist and everything, and so then they changed the name. But now her ancestors no longer get royalties, so they don't get a paycheck from Quaker because they didn't want to pay the extra money. Like the bottom line, they were trying to cut costs and whatnot. So they made up this story that it was racist. And interestingly, since they changed the name, it does not fly off the shelves like it used to either. So that's an interesting thing too. How things change over time, um, and not always for the better. So anyway, but that's a real story of how capitalism helped a former slave make herself really great and everything. And so that's a great example. Whereas socialism on the other side, and I'll probably talk about this more in a separate video, but a lot of times like that makes a lot of people poor and in poverty, and you can't get ahead, you can't get out of debt and all this stuff. So it's like I would rather have capitalism where it gives you hope for a better future, whereas the socialism doesn't do that. Anywho, so that was my little thought for today. So as happy preparation for Thanksgiving as you're getting your things ready. I know for us we'll be doing some pies and jello today, so that way we have less to do on the actual holiday and we can actually celebrate and also watch the parade. So yeah, but thank you for your support, and I'll see you again in a future video this week. Have a great day.